Hey friends, Tux here. You know, I do a lot of reviews on MP3 players. I love music, and I love having players for different, purposes, different price ranges, that kind of thing. And one company which I reviewed time and time again, if you go back in my queue, you'll see this to be true, is RUIZU. I mean, they make great DAP players of a wide variety of price ranges, everything from your little $30, $50 player up to the $100 plus player. And one thing that's very common amongst all their players is the quality, both the sound quality and also the user experience. And I have a brand new player here for you. This is a little 64 gig player, and it's the first time I reviewed this, so I'm real excited. Now, this player is available on Amazon, and I will have a link for this right below, so be sure and click the link to get yours at the very best price. Now, the packaging is definitely different for RUIZU. This is definitely a step away from some of the other more generic, like black boxes, that kind of thing. We have a cute little violin here, all sorts of little microphones and headphones, all that type of thing. This, you know what you're in for. That you're in for a great musical experience with this. Nice little white package, very giftable, very wrappable too, which is nice. There's a barcode. Of course, there will be a link down below for you, and a few little tips in the back here talks about this being available for both Mac and Windows, which is great. Windows 8, Windows 10, or a higher system, which is good. And it is basically saying what you charge via USB, okay? And that is something you can also use a wall charger for. We'll see if it includes a wall charge here in a second. It says it's not suitable for children under 3, so you might want to keep that in mind. And it does come with a 1-year warranty, but I have to say that out of all the RUIZU players I've used, no matter if it's the expensive $100 plus player to the more value, like $30 player, one thing in common is I've never had any problems with any of them going defective. Like, they're a great quality company, and they just do a great job. Okay, I got my scissors here. Let's go ahead and open this up and check out this player. Now, I believe this is the type of player which, for me, I like to have these little players like this to throw in the car. Sometimes I'll actually make one player be one genre of music. Maybe this will be all punk or all 80s or all alternative rock or whatever have you. And it's also the type of thing where if you want to give someone a nice gift, I strongly encourage, these are like the mixtapes of the 2020s, fill it full of some great music and give it as a gift to someone that you know. And that way they can appreciate like all the great music together on a cool little player. Let's go ahead and pull this out here. There we go. We'll leave this to the side for right now and take a look. Looks like it's like a 2-part plastic holder here, which is nice. It's packed nicely. There's like little areas here that can, take an impact in case it gets squished by UPS or something. But I'll say that it came very nice to me. Okay, there we go. And oh, look at that, guys. This is nice. We have a nice little player, but first the accessories. Let's check it out. Now, it does come with a USB charging cable here. This is USB, or USB-A, if you will, to USB-C, okay? That's probably what you have with a lot of cell phones right now. And this, of course, can plug into any number of like different power strips or phone adapters or computers. There's a million and one ways that charge via USB, okay? So this is something which you probably already have a bunch of these cables, but, I always think it's nice to have a new cable with a new device. So I love that. I welcome the extra cable. And one thing that's really rare, more and more DAP players, MP3 players are not coming with headphones, and that's really a shame. Of course, you can always buy the more expensive $400 headphones or whatever, but I always love it when they actually include some earbuds. That way, something to get you started, And oftentimes, sometimes people will like try and put like a much higher ohm, like a bigger can headphone on these little players, and maybe it's not really tuned for that, so it's nice they actually include just a basic nice pair of headphones or earbuds here. These are kind of like your standard earbuds. I'm sure you've seen ones like this before, and this does work off a 3.5 millimeter jack. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen that before, so you know what that's all about. But it's always cool to have extra headphones. I mean, even if I don't use these for this player, I might put a more expensive pair of headphones in this. These will be great for travel, and it's just really cool to include them. So thank you. I really do appreciate that. Looking through the book here, it does talk about a few little things which we'll point out. I'm not going to read every page, but it does talk about the recorder itself. Talks about video, actually, touch button for video, which is great. Talks about record formats like MP3, to record, wave record, that kind of thing. So it's really cool. This is like, it looks like it does recording, which is a really nice touch. A lot of them do not do that. Does have a standby mode, shutting off power, how you can reset the language to different things, which is really great. Now, people often ask me, this one here, people ask me like, TUXX, how do I get music from my computer onto the player, okay? And that's really simple. Basically, you use your USB cord, and you just plug this in the computer, and any computer will see this as a hard drive, okay? And that is just like moving files. You just move it from, make a copy of it, and then put it on the player, I don't usually move the original. I like to keep the originals on the computer so you can make up backup copies, that kind of thing. But you just drag and drop, it's super simple, very easy to move from your computer to the player. Now flipping through here, there's a few tech specs. I know you guys like your specs, so let me just go through this real quickly, okay? It does support up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card, okay, which is important. This is Bluetooth 5.0, okay? And there is a 10 meter connection distance, which is more than enough. Think about like the distance between your like pocket and your headphones. It's not 10 meters, so 10 meters is pretty darn long, actually. The screen is 2.4, okay? And it's a lithium polymer battery, 500 milliamps, okay? And it does use USB-C, as we mentioned before. Audio formats are MP3, WMAs, APEs, FLAC, my favorite, WAVE, and AAC, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does more formats than that, but that's what they list in the book here. For video formats, it supports AMV and AVI, okay? For picture formats, it's JPG and BMPs. And for recording, again, it does record. That's really cool. It records WAVE or MP3, and it is a 3 meters recording distance. This might be just a player to take into a concert. Like if you want to record a concert you go to, kind of on the down the low, you could take this into a concert. Maybe you could record a concert on. So that's pretty darn sweet. It does talk about some controls here. Normal, left, right, up, down, pause, screen on the bottom here. We'll show these when we actually pull out the thing, but looks like there's a 3.5 millimeter jack, the power, and the microphone, okay? So very good stuff. And then we have a few languages here, but that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and look at the device. Okay, pulling out the device. First thing I want to say is this is a quality device. You can feel it. When you pick this out of here, you can feel this isn't some weird little lightweight plastic thing. It feels like a quality, solid DAP, and I would expect that from RUIZU because they make great quality products. Let's pull this out here. Ooh, look at that. That is sleek. I'm liking the it's one solid piece of glass, and it looks like it's almost slightly curved, which is really cool. We have a nice matte black finish. Oh, and this is the D19. I guess I should mention that. And it is a 64 gigabyte player. Now this does have a spot for a card here, so again, this is expandable. You can put a larger card in here, a larger micro SD card, up to 128. So very good. And looks like we do have a few buttons here. Looks like we have your up and down volume and power. It's kind of interesting, actually. I'm used to the buttons being more at the top, but it's kind of cool them being at the bottom. Let's go ahead and give this a first boot up here and see what happens. We'll go ahead and hit the button here. Sometimes you have power. Oh, there we go. Welcome. Here, I'm going to dim the lights so we can check out this together. Okay, from the start screen here, it goes right to the clock. That's interesting. We got the date and the time. Of course, you could set those to yourself, your own personal preferences if you want military time or 12-hour clock, that kind of thing. We have English, Dutch, France, all sorts of different languages here. We're going to go ahead and select English, and you can see it goes right to the menu. That's a good-looking screen, too. Check that out. So we have a lot of functions here. We have music. Let's go ahead and go through these. We have white noise. Wow, that's interesting. That'd be great. Like, you guys know I'm really big on trying to sleep well, and having a white noise generator is really cool. We have video functions. We have FM radio. Now, for FM radio, I should add, that's one time where you really want to use wired headphones. Okay, you got to use these because it kind of uses this as the antenna. So you want to just go ahead and I'll show you right now. You just plug this in the bottom here. Okay, just like that, 3.5 millimeter into it. Okay, and then while you have this on your head or going up to your ears, okay, this actually acts as an antenna. We're going to unplug it for right now, but I just wanted to show that how it plugs in right down there, and just remind you that if you want to use FM radio, you got to have the headphones plugged in because it needs that antenna, okay? All right, so continuing on, let's go ahead and hit the power button here again. Give us another touch here. Okay, so there we go. So now we have recorders, we have folder, and we have tools. So a lot of different options here for us. Now, one thing I really didn't expect in this player is speaker. It actually has a little built-in speaker, so you can listen to some music. I'm going to take a break here, and I'm going to plug in the headphones, and I'm going to listen to some music. and check it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, as far as getting music on the player, I wanted to show you this real quick. So I have here on the computer, I have two windows opened up. This one here is the one that actually is the player itself. And over here, I just have a random assortment of music. So I'm just going to grab some music here. We'll grab a little Phantom Limb, and we'll drop this in the music folder. Let's see, what else? What should I pick here? Maybe we'll do Green Day's Long View. That might be good. We'll drag and drop that over there. So that's going in music. You can see right here, it's copying the music. So you can see the progress that you're making here. And maybe we'll grab a little metric here, Help 'Em Alive. Love that tune. We'll pop that over here too in music. Simple enough. And let's see, let's grab a couple more here real quick. Let's see, what do we want to grab? Take a look down. We'll go through a couple of these. Maybe we'll do a little bit of STP here. We'll drop that in there. And let's see what else. Going through, what am I feeling here? Maybe we'll do a little bit of 80s music here. Maybe we'll do let's do Rio. Or a Reflex would be good. Reflex, yeah, that works. We'll pop that in there. And let me do one more here. Let's see. Maybe this is a call to Foo Fighters. That might be good. Let me go ahead and, got to move this away here. And we're going to drop that in music just like that. And you can see it's very quick to transfer the song to music. So you see music, and then we'll have some music on here. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to some music, and we'll be right back. You know, I was really impressed with the karaoke or the lyrics on this. Not a lot of players seem to have good tracking for lyrics in songs. So this does, actually. So if you're planning on using your MP3 player as a mini karaoke bar or something, this is nice. It actually gives you lyrics, and it follows it at a really good clip too, which is good. Now, as far as the music goes, the most important part here, I use the included earbuds, these little guys, and they sounded good. For pack-in earphones, they sounded nice, very sharp tones. Definitely can hear the high highs, so good bass for the size you have here, and them being free pack-ins. But I gotta tell you where the magic really kicks in is when I use my Sony. When you add a premium headphones to this player, it's really amazing. You know, it really is a magic moment that it really captures the music just the way you want it. But I have to say that these are great as a free pack-in. Like, this is definitely a very welcome addition. So I'm really thankful that they actually included it. I appreciate that they included some pack-in headphones, kind of to get you started, you know. Now, the music itself, a lot of cool little features to it besides the lyrics that really surprised me. Another cool thing about it is that there's an option to speed up. I'm not going to demonstrate it, but you can actually speed up or slow down songs, which is a nice touch. Very easy to use, and there's also some cool functions. It does have a nice EQ with all the usual niceties with, you know, classical, jazz, techno, rock, funk, and custom. Custom gives you a nice little EQ that you can set yourself, which is really good. For me, I think I found between the custom and the sound settings, I think rock was probably my favorite one in this particular player, and it does have volume limit, which of course I quickly set to maximum volume limit because I want to rock it out. You know, I don't want no limiter on my audio. You know, so that was fine. And speaking of audio limiting, the fact that it actually can support a larger pair of headphones like these on this little player is pretty awesome. It's impressive, you know. So it's something where this little player could be, you know, something you could use for day-to-day listening, you know, commutes, that kind of thing. Or you could just take this bad boy, fill it full of music, and throw it in the car, you know, and use it kind of like an MP3 player or like a flash drive with music on it, and just plug it in, and I'll have that little hard drive in your car with all your favorite tunes, you know. So really nice stuff. There is some other functions on here too, which it surprised me the number of things in here. If we go back to menu here, let me show you real quick. We're gonna go back. There's repeat all songs. I did like that. It's a cool little function too. Let me go back one more here. So there's white noise. Let me play this real quick. In fact, let me go ahead and hit this real quick. So there's different sounds here. There's rain, wave, and I'm gonna unplug this headphones right now, okay? And let's go ahead and just check out some of these real quick. So let's go down to like rain. We'll hit this. And yeah, it's got some rain. Like, if you have problems sleeping, okay, if you're one of those people like me who has problems sleeping, sometimes rain is a really good thing to fall asleep to. So I like that a lot. Let's check out what else we got here. We'll go down. We'll try wind. Oh, that sounds more like a babbling brook. I think I hit the wrong one here. Let me go down a little further here. Here's steam. Let's hear this one. Well, I don't know about that. Let's do bird. Yeah, there's some birds. So it's really nice to have some built-in sleep sounds too. So this might be just the thing to actually help you sleep. And besides that, if you go under tools, you'll see there's some nice touches in here too. Things like calendar, stopwatch can be really convenient. That can be useful for you. Other things, clock, ebook. You can do ebooks here. You can check it out. See, there's ebook. Here's like a little sample. And I'd say the screen is kind of small. So, like, you know, maybe wear the glasses while you're doing this. But it's really cool as a function because, like, if you're commuting or something, or, you know, in the back of the parents' car or on some long road trip or whatever, it's really cool. You could actually do an ebook if you had to from this little convenient player that you could just easily throw into your backpack. So that's really nice. It's just nice it has that function, you know. And cruising through this, what else we got? The calendar is nice in case you're not quite sure. You can do calendar stuff. And then photos. Let's see if we have some stock photos here. Oh, yeah, we got 2 stock photos. Let's see what they gave us here. We have, oh, that's a nice little picture there. Look at that. Hopefully the camera's focusing well here. There's that one, and here's photo 2. And, oh, that's really sharp, guys. Looking good. So it's nice to include a couple photos along with it. And finally here, let's go ahead and take a look at video. Looks like we have one sample video here. We'll hit play. And you can see that's a pretty nice looking picture, actually. You can definitely include some different things in there and add a little video if you want, especially if you're increasing the size of the memory card. Again, it comes with 64, but you can increase it to 128. So you could drop a movie on there, some anime, TV shows, whatever you want. Very cool. Okay, to recap, this is a RUIZU D19 MP3 player. RUIZU is a name that I've trusted for quite a while now, and I've been using for all sorts of different applications on all sorts of different values of players. And this inexpensive value player here could be just the thing to fill full of music, or maybe an ebook, or a video or two, and take on a trip. You know, love the way it includes pack-in headphones, so it includes little earbuds, but it does sound excellent on more expensive headphones too. So you can use your bigger headphones, the ones you own, and plug into it and get that full premium experience on premium headphones. But you know what? I'm not going to say anything bad. I think it's super cool. It comes with little earbuds. You know, these sound really good for little freebie pack-in earphones. So I'm loving that. Comes with all the cables, everything you need. And of course, actually getting music from your computer to the player is a snap. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. But just a really nice little player. I'm really impressed with this. This could be just a thing to take to the beach, throw in the backpack. You know, if you lose it, it's not the end of the world. It's not, you know, a $1,000 player or something, you know, but it's just sort of type of thing where you can pack some nice music in here and take a trip. And again, if you guys have any questions about this player, let me know in the comments below or shoot me a message at tuxtoys@gmail.com. And of course, there'll be a link for this bad boy right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price. The holidays are going to be coming up. It's going to be Christmas before you know it, guys. It really is. So it might be a great time to go ahead and start making some early gift purchases so you're ready to go for the holidays. And music is just such a great gift. I really recommend giving the gift of music to everyone on your shopping list. It's just a great way to really enhance your life with nice music, and this is a great little player to do it. Okay, all right friends, we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Click the link.